Welcome, everybody. For those of you who haven't met me before, my name's Karen Stone, and I'm a practitioner and teacher of Tibetan medicine and the spiritual aspects that align with it, and have been studying for, I'm almost scared to say it now, 25 years. Anyway, for a little bit. And thank you for joining me. This is, of all the things I've offered online, this is a new one tonight, the Medicine Buddha practice, but I just thought this was such a wonderful opportunity on such an auspicious day. And is the sound okay? Right. And I really felt that the world could do with the healing right now, which I don't think any of us could argue with. This is being recorded, so I will be able to send you all a link to the recording later, because we have a lot of people outside of the time zone and they rely on the link. So just be aware that it is being recorded. Because I don't have a co-host or a moderator, if you could, unless it's something pressing, leave your questions to the end. I'm more than happy to hang around and answer any questions that you may have. But it's a little bit much when I'm looking in chat and answering questions and guiding the practice. So I think we'll just sit quietly for a few minutes. And for those of you like me who are at the end of their day, just a few breaths to release whatever it is that you've picked up and carried with you through the day. But wherever you're at, in whatever part of the world, just sit, just a few, not a complex meditation, just a few breaths to relax. And in that time, we're going to set our intention. So today, particularly with the full moon and an eclipse and Chotrul Düchen, the Day of Miracles, which is the end of the 15-day period from the Lunar New Year, in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition, we are taught that this is a day where our merit and our blessings and the healing potency of all practices are multiplied many times. So practicing now allows the healing of the Medicine Buddha to really be especially strong for ourselves and for others when we offer later in the practice to others, and indeed for the world. So just set that little intention now that we are gathering for the multiple purpose of healing for the self, because you have to look after yourself too, for people that you love and care about, and for the world at large. But today, all of our activities, good and bad, so I hope you've had good thoughts and been committing good actions today. They're multiplied infinitely, really, millions of times. So one mala today is good value. But before we go into the practice itself, let's recognize the land that we are sharing. Okay, what's going on? There we go. And for me, that is the Kulin Nation. So I would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land from which I greet you tonight, and that is the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. And I honour their living connection to the land and waters of this country, and pay my respects to the elders, past, present, and emerging, and offer the same respect to any elder from any tradition who may also be present with us this evening. So I'm just going to make that just a little bit more manageable for me. I'm sorry. Because I have a couple of things I need to fit on the screen. No, that's too far. Which too far? That should be fine. I know, every time I open Zoom, it's doing something different. That's okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about Medicine Buddha before we start. I know a lot of you are very familiar with Medicine Buddha, but not everybody is, and I think it's always good to revisit the source material. So Medicine Buddha, Sangye Menla, is the Buddha of healing and enlightened medicine. By purifying illness, imbalance, and negative karma, he brings an end to suffering. He is the supreme healer. His body is deep lapis blue, symbolizing the healing wisdom of space and clarity of mind. His left hand holds a bowl of nectar of immortality, containing the healing essence of all medicines. And in his right hand, he holds the Aurora plant. It's a sacred symbol of curing all diseases and restoring balance. It's often referred to as the king of medicines. The powers and benefits of the practice, so many: healing physical illnesses and energy imbalances, purifying negative karma and habitual patterns, reducing mental and emotional suffering, increasing healing abilities for oneself and others, gradually transforming the inner poisons of attachment, hatred, and ignorance. So it's helpful to know where this practice came from. And tradition is that Manjushri observed that beings in future times would suffer greatly from disease and fear and karmic obscurations and poverty and spiritual decline. Many people would lack the stability for the conditions for advanced practices and the opportunity. Illness and mental distress would obstruct the path to awakening, and compassion alone was not enough. Beings needed a practical method of healing connected to the awakening process. So seeing this, Manjushri addressed Buddha Shakyamuni and requesting a teaching that could relieve suffering in immediate and embodied ways, restore balance and vitality, and support liberation even for those overwhelmed by worldly conditions. So people who were really in a place where even the thought of doing practice was impossible, that this would still reach them. So in response to this compassionate request, excuse me, the Buddha entered a deep meditative absorption and revealed the enlightened activity of medicine Buddha. So he manifested in this blue form, the Buddha of healing and lazuli light. And in this enlightened form, he revealed the profound teachings on healing known as the blue beryl. So the blue beryl represents the radiant healing wisdom of awakened awareness. This is clear and luminous and penetrating to the root of suffering. During this teaching, the Buddha explained that beings are afflicted by 84,000 diseases. So these are not only physical illnesses, they are illnesses of energy and emotion and perception and consciousness itself. The 84,000 diseases correspond to the countless forms taken by the three fundamental poisons: attachment, aversion, and ignorance. So from this perspective, illness arises when the body, energy, and mind fall out of harmony. The medicine Buddha therefore appears as the supreme physician, the one who understands both the visible symptoms and the hidden causes of suffering. His medicine is threefold: wisdom, which recognizes the true nature of reality; compassion, which embraces all beings without exception; and skillful means expressed through mantra, visualization, and healing light. The blue color of medicine Buddha is compared to the precious blue beryl jewel, cooling fever, pacifying disturbance, and restoring natural balance. So the blue beryl jewel is also the aquamarine. They talk about it as the blue beryl, but it's the aquamarine. When we practice this meditation, we enter the same field of blessing described in that teaching. We are not imagining healing. We are entering into a healing field. We are connecting with an awakened activity that has always been present, the innate capacity of mind to restore wholeness. Through visualization, through mantra and compassion, the healing activity of the medicine Buddha becomes active within us and flows outwards to others and extends to the world itself. But before we begin the meditation, we take a moment to invoke the lineage of healing wisdom. With humility and gratitude, we remember all the enlightened teachers who have preserved and transmitted these practices through time. The Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, lineage masters, physicians, yogis, and practitioners who dedicated their lives to the relief of suffering. We recall Shakyamuni Buddha, who manifested as Medicine Buddha to teach the path of healing for beings afflicted by countless diseases. We remember Guru Rinpoche, who brought the Vajrayana teachings of transformation and compassion into the world. We remember the realized masters who clarified these teachings, including Rimipam Rinpoche, who preserved mantra healing instructions for future generations. We invite the blessings of the lineage, not as something distant, but as awakened wisdom present here and now. May this practice become a cause for healing for ourselves, for those we love, for those who suffer unseen, and for the world. May compassion rise naturally. May wisdom guide this meditation, and may all beings benefit. So let's move from thinking into doing. Begin by visualizing Medicine Buddha above you, deep, lapis blue, radiant. In his left hand, the arms ball with the nectar of immortality, and in his right hand, the flower of the aurora, the Marabellin. Now, if you struggle with visualization, you can continue to look at the images on the screen. You can visualize colors instead of actual figures, whatever works for you. There's no hard and fast rule. If you have had the appropriate initiations, you can, of course, visualize yourself as Medicine Buddha. The 4 dakinis surround him. They are pouring healing nectar from their vases over you, purifying disease, karmic obstacles, and negative energy. They radiate rainbow light to fill the body, energy, and mind with bliss and clarity. They support Medicine Buddha's blessing, amplifying the healing power, and they extend their light towards others across the world, overcoming distance and obstacles. So we're always working with the dakinis here, and we're okay with that. The Medicine Buddha heals body, mind, and energy, purifies karma, clears obstacles, and reduces inner afflictions, attachment, hatred, ignorance. Dakinis assist by emanating healing light and nectar, stabilizing the practice and guiding blessings. So we're going to work with the Medicine Buddha mantra as we go through this practice. And for those of you who haven't had it, I'll just read it to you now 3 times. Tayata Om Bekenze Bekenze Maha Bekenze Ratsa Samagate Soha. Tayata Om Bekenze Bekenze Maha Bekenze Ratsa Samagate Soha. Tayata Om Bekenze Bekenze Maha Bekenze Ratsa Samagate Soha. So this is a mantra you can say without having empowerment from a lama. I'm not a lama. And you can say it with great benefit and merit. I do encourage you to get a proper lung if the opportunity arises, because the mantras are always more powerful when you've received the full empowerment. But don't have any fear about saying this one. It's perfectly okay. Back a bit here, jumping around. There's my spot. So this mantra is very, what's the word I want? As most mantras, many layered. But the thing I wanted to speak about mostly today as we move into the practice is the connection of the dakinis to the mantra, which is something we don't often hear about. And in a way that can be understood as the active intelligence inside the mantra. So it's part of the structure of the mantra that the dakinis are very much part of how it works and their activities, not dissimilar to how it works with the La hooking, for those of you who come to the hooking back the life force. So the white dakini is purification, and she relates to the first couple of syllables, Taya to Om. And her energy is clearing and opening, and she dissolves the karmic causes of illness. She calms fear and agitation. So I'm just turning that down. And she prepares the body field to receive healing. And this is also very important. Any of you who go to healers a lot or do healing work yourself know that the recipient has to be open and prepared. So it's that opening part of the invocation to the medicine Buddha. She is preparing the way for the healing to happen. And as we work through the visualization with her, is that the white light descends down through your crown, washing the body, not dissimilar to when you work with Vajrasattva, if you do that practice, and especially working with mental suffering and energetic toxins. The red dakini at the back there, she is a vital force, dakini, and she is working with the part of the mantra Bekanse, Bekanse, and her energy is to activate. And this part literally means to eliminate suffering twice, in the body and in the subtle body. So she restores life force, she warms circulation, and she awakens the heart energy. And the visualization for her is that the red light radiates from the heart into the nerves and the blood and to the vitality of your life force. In particular, she's working with fatigue, depletion, and emotional exhaustion. The yellow dakini is restoration, and she abides within the Maha Bekanse part of the mantra. And it's a deeply nourishing energy that she brings. Maha means great or complete healing. She stabilizes organs, she supports immunity, and she integrates healing into a physical form. The visualization for her is the golden light fills your abdomen and your organs become luminous and balanced. And healing is especially for chronic or systemic imbalances, which is we see so much in our times with autoimmune conditions. And then lastly, the green dakini, enlightened action, and she inhabits Adza Samagate Soha. So she is completion and movement. Healing now moves outward, removing obstacles, accelerating recovery, and extending healing to others. The visualization expands in all directions, clearing pathways, and the healing level is recovery, momentum, and projection. So it's just a nice little aspect that we don't often hear about when working with this mantra. So now with them all together. And with faith and with confidence, receive the blessings of Medicine Buddha and the dakinis. Now you can do this part with your eyes open or closed, whatever works for you. We'll be doing some visualization. We'll be saying the mantra. The mantra's on the bottom of the page there. If it's not one that you know by heart, you can recite it silently out loud, whatever makes you happy, all right? So we're visualizing now. We have Medicine Buddha above us and the four dakinis. The white dakini in front, the red dakini in the back, the yellow dakini on the left, and the green dakini on the right. So they are like the 4 points of the compass around him. And now you're going to visualize their beautiful rainbow light descending into your body and filling your body, dissolving all physical and psychological problems. As the light moves through, physical problems will appear as dark or black areas. The rainbow light dissolves them. Psychological issues such as depression and anxiety are filled with bright light, bringing bliss, clarity, and purity. So just sit with that for a moment. Visualize that as lights, as beautiful colors coming through and doing their work. And then when you feel you've stabilized that visualization, that you're full of this rainbow light and all the dark pockets have been eliminated, ask from your heart for release from present and future diseases. This is something the medicine water can do for you. And you can include specific illnesses or diseases that are affecting you. So at the moment, we're still working with ourselves. And so the light is going through you, the visualization is you. And so now is the time to ask for any things that you're dealing with your health, physical or mental, energetic, it's all the same. Ask for them to be removed and that they do not return, and that no future illnesses may arise. So now we're going to say the medicine water mantra. We're going to do a full mala of this. And as you're saying the mantra, if you can remember, the light, rainbow light is coming from the Buddha and the Dakinis and continually purifying your body, your energy, and your mind. So we're saying the mantra, we're visualizing medicine water and the Dakinis, and we're visualizing this light working and healing through us. So we'll say the whole mala. Tayat om bekense maha bekense rata samagate soha. 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 Bekense rata samagate soha. Tayat om bekense maha 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 bekense rata samagate soha. Tayat om bekense Tayat om bekense maha bekense rata samagate soha. Tayat om bekense maha bekense Tayat om bekense maha bekense rata samagate soha. 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 Tayat om bekense rata samagate soha. Tayat om bekense maha bekense rata samagate soha. Tayat om bekense maha bekense rata samagate soha. Tayat om bekense maha bekense soha. Tayat om bekense maha bekense rata samagate soha. Tayat om bekense maha bekense rata samagate soha. Tayat om bekense maha Tayat om bekense maha bekense rata soha. Tayat om bekense Tayat om bekense maha bekense rata samagate soha. Tayat om bekense maha bekense rata samagate Diet om vacancy maha vacancy rata samgati soha. 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 Today you're completely filled with the rainbow light. It's even emanating from your pores. And now we're going to move from working with the light to visualizing the nectar. And this nectar is overflowing from the Buddha's bowl and from the Dakini vases, flowing down over you through your crown into your body. And as you fill with this healing, beautiful nectar, your body becomes absolutely healthy and filled with bliss. So if this is difficult for you, continue just to visualize the rainbow light in whatever form, matching the different colors of the dakinis and the Buddha just coming into your body. But just know we've now moved to the part where the healing nectar is actually flowing into your body. So now we're going to say the mantra another 7 times. Tayata om bekenze, maha bekenze, that's a samagate soha. Tayata om bekenze, maha bekenze, that's a samagate soha. Tayata om bekenze, maha bekenze, that's a samagate soha. Tayata om bekenze, maha bekenze, that's a samagate soha. Tayata om bekenze, maha bekenze, that's a samagate soha. Tayata om bekenze, maha bekenze, that's a samagate soha. And now receive this great bliss from Medicine Buddha, asking for healing from any current illnesses and for prevention of future illnesses. And this can, excuse me a minute. This can include genetic conditions, autoimmune, energy imbalances, mental health problems, kleshas, anger, attachment, jealousy, ignorance. All of these things can be healed now that we've been filled with the rainbow light and the healing nectar of the Medicine Buddha and the Dakinis. So now we're going to move from this part to the next part, but I want you to stay with the visualization. We're not going to break. But for this part now, the 4 medicine dakinis are dissolving into the Medicine Buddha. And he is dissolving into emptiness. And your beautifully healed and cleansed body is also dissolving into emptiness. And what's left is peace and health and purification in body and energy and mind. Now just sit for a moment before we move on to the next phase. So bringing your awareness back to your body, feeling this newly energized and healed and beautiful body. Once again, visualize the blue form medicine Buddha above you and the 4 healing dakinis around him. Now, for this next part, we're going to offer healing to people that are dear to us or that we are concerned about. So take a moment now to hold in your heart a great wish, a great intention to heal these other people, a loved one, a friend, or anybody in need. Anybody in need. And this can also include anyone who's recently passed away. This is of great benefit for them as well. So really feel that you have them with you. Take a moment and visualize these people or feel their energy and really feel that you've got them with you right now. And we express this wish that they may be free from illness and suffering and fear, and that they too will experience peace and clarity and joy as we just did, healing ourselves. So again, we're working with the rainbow light and the nectar. You can do one at a time or you can visualize them all going together. But it's flowing from the medicine Buddha and the dakinis into these people that you care about, that you're holding with you now in your heart and in your energy field, purifying their body, their energy and their mind, removing illness and suffering and fear. So again, we're going to say the short mantra and we'll do 21 times. And as before, as you're saying the mantra, visualize the light and the nectar doing its work and the healing blessings are occurring, illnesses are dissolved, negative energies are cleared, and peace and clarity and happiness are bestowed upon this person. The dakinis are guiding the healing light and they're amplifying the protection and the purification. And they're ensuring that the energy is reaching these people, even though they're not near to you physically. This is overcoming through the power of the dakinis and the medicine Buddha any obstacles of space and time. So have confidence that your healing is reaching these people. Tayat Om Bekense Maha Bekense Ratsasamgate Soha. 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 And so just sit for a moment, and I forgot to mention that you can include your 4-footed friends and loved ones in this as well. All sentient beings can be healed by the power of the medicine. And so let's just sit. You're filled with the rainbow light and the nectar, the people you love and care about, and your 4-footed people that you care about. If you're also thinking of them, with no obstacles of distance or space, being healed by the same rainbow light and healing nectar. Now we're going to move into the next phase where we offer our healing intention and awareness to the whole world. So the people that you've gathered around you can stay close because they're part of the world. We don't need to send them away. We're expanding now. We're going out beyond. And again, the obstacles of time and space and distance do not apply. And given the state of the world at the moment, it's not hard to find that desire to offer healing and peace and clarity and an end to suffering and fear. And we're really going to offer that now to all sentient beings in all directions and all circumstances, regardless. We don't need to judge when we offer healing. We are just offering the healing blessings of the Medicine Buddha and the Dakinis. So now our visualization is going to expand, and you're going to imagine or visualize or see, however it works best for you, that the Medicine Buddha and the Dakini's rainbow light is filling the oceans, the skies, the lands, the cities, the fields, everywhere around this beautiful planet of ours, down to the smallest, tiniest living being, are all encompassed with our visualization of this rainbow light filling all available space and time. All sentient beings, relieving all suffering. And our intention is that all beings be free from suffering and disease, and that the world will be at peace, because peace is a healing. Peace is a healing. So we're purifying collective negativity, and we're supporting the Buddha's intention, ensuring all beings receive compassion and protection. And the Dakinis are emphasizing this work. We're going to say the mantra again. We're going to say it 21 times again. And as we do that, again, you're imagining the nectar, the rainbow light, and the nectar. All of these things are doing their good work. The nectar is flowing from the Medicine Buddha's bowl and the Dakini's vases, washing through your body, your loved ones' bodies, and the bodies of all sentient beings around the world, purifying disease and imbalance and karmic obstacles, filling the world and every being in it with bliss and clarity and peace. We can do this. Dayata Om Bekense Bekense Maha Bekense Ratsa Samagate Soha. Dayata Om Bekense Bekense Maha Bekense Ratsa Samagate Soha. Dayata Om Bekense Bekense Maha Bekense Ratsa Samagate Soha. Dayata Om Bekense Bekense Maha Bekense Ratsa Samagate Soha. Dayata Om Bekense Bekense Maha Bekense Ratsa Samagate Soha. Dayata Om Bekense Bekense Maha Bekense Ratsa Samagate Soha. Dayata Om Bekense Bekense Maha Bekense Ratsa Samagate Soha. Dayata Om Bekense Bekense Maha Bekense Ratsa Samagate Soha. Dayata Om Bekense Bekense Maha Bekense Ratsa Samagate Soha. Dayata Om Bekense Bekense Maha Bekense Ratsa Samagate Soha. Dayata Om Bekense Bekense Maha Bekense Ratsa Samagate Soha. Dayata Om Bekense Bekense Maha Bekense Ratsa Samagate Soha. We're going to sit with this for a few minutes and see this rainbow light surrounding every available space around this earth, and everything also completely imbued with this beautiful healing nectar, bringing peace and healing and an end to suffering for all beings everywhere. Now we gradually see the dakinis dissolving into the medicine Buddha. The rainbow light dissolves and merges into his lapis lazuli blue light. And now the medicine Buddha himself is dissolving, returning to the universe, into emptiness. And your own body, which has also been an incredible vessel of healing as we've done this practice, not just for receiving, but for offering, are dissolving into emptiness, leaving only bliss and peace and healing energy. And sit quietly for a moment. Feel the blessings remain in your body, in your mind, in your heart. And as that awareness becomes very real, bring yourself back to the energy of the space that you're sitting in. I need to say that again, don't I? Sorry. We're dedicating our practice. We're sealing the merit. Dedication protects the positive energy that we've generated tonight. It's like placing this precious medicine into a vessel and sealing it to keep it potent and viable. Especially on a multiplying day, it would be a shame to waste the fantastic opportunity to multiply the benefits and merit of what we've just done. So this is a part that really carries significance. So let's dedicate. By the merit of this practice, may all sickness, suffering, and causes of suffering be completely pacified. May those afflicted by illness be freed from pain. May obstacles to health and long life be cleared. May body, energy, and mind return to natural balance. Through the blessings of the medicine Buddha, may healing arise wherever it is needed. And for ourselves, for those we love, for those forgotten or unseen, and for all beings throughout space. May the light of wisdom and compassion increase in this world. May all beings be freed from suffering and its causes. May all quickly attain perfect awakening. And here we are. Thank you all for joining me on this little healing journey tonight. And thank you for pointing out that I was muted. At least it only happened once. If anyone has any questions, please feel free. Well, I hope you felt the benefit of that. I certainly did. Thank you, Natalia. Any questions pop up afterwards, feel free to reach out. I'll send you the recording link in a day, depending on what's happening with my internet. And thank you, Teo. Thank you, Pranav. Yeah, and thank you all for joining, because it's always multiplied vastly when it's I'm very good here, when it's a few people gathered together with this very positive and important intention. And I do believe that we facilitate real change in the energy of the world, and especially on such an important, thank you, Tommy, on such an important day. So those of you in Melbourne, it's nearly 9 o'clock. So we've got about an hour and a half now until the eclipse reaches its peak. I don't know where you are, but for me it's a bit cloudy. So I'm just going to hope for the best and see what happens. But yeah, thank you all very much. And hopefully we can join together again soon with another session or something. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Galia. Thank you, beautiful Lara.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Christine. Lovely to see you. All right. Good night, everybody.